If I go on to FloEFD, the technology that came out of Russia, is very much part of our front-loading philosophy. It's embedded in Siemens NX and Solid Edge already, so it's available. And it's been tried and tested for a number of years actually, and as I say, it's aimed at designers, non-CFD specialists. A lot of automated meshing. These smart cells, they're finite volume elements, sort of came out of the Russian space industry actually, where there was they wanted something that was fast. They didn't have all the hardware that was in the West, and some very clever mathematics has gone into it, such that the cells can actually pick up maybe up to 20, 30 control volumes inside, associated with walls and geometries and thin channels, and it can mesh and capture it quite in seconds, minutes, and hours is the way we look at it, rather than answers, which would be hours, days, and weeks. So this is very much our secret sauce. This meshing coupled with the solver and the way the two work together gives the productivity benefits we see at the bottom of X2 to X40, which we typically see with ANSYS solutions. We have some specialist technology for automotive lighting, headlighting in particular, because it's a sort of a hybrid between electronics, cooling, and mechanical, and because we have a lot of optical know-how, it was an obvious place to apply our technology. And FloEFD itself is not does not have the breadth of multiphysics that Star CCM Plus has, but it has a pretty, wide range of physics, as you can see here. We don't have multi-phase, for instance. We don't have discrete element models, but that's something that can easily be accommodated by Star CCM Plus. And incidentally, over the years, even last year, I can only think of one case where there was any competitive situation. So these two products are positioned in very different parts of the markets for CFD, and they shouldn't really be competing. And then FloEFD, because it is general purpose, can be applied across a wide range of industries. I've just selected several examples here to illustrate the point. You can't compete in the CFD space unless you have an accurate solver, because it's always demanded. And FloEFD does go through a very rigorous validation and benchmark tests for each release cycles. And here's just three examples we pulled out of the test suite, from hypersonics down to external aerodynamics. And incidentally, the one on the left with the Japanese Society of Automotive Engineers, that was a blind test for all the CFD vendors about 3 years ago, and Star CCM Plus and FloEFD came up top of all the vendors who applied for the competition, as it were. And again, let's see what the customers say. Renault, Paul Henry in Paris, I went to see him last year. He's very much involved with the business drivers in using CFD technology, and you can see here he's already been able to reduce his cost by 50% and his productivity, and compared to ANSYS CFD solutions, jumped up quite dramatically. He also was able to reduce the size of the headlight, which had mass and savings and cost savings, and use fewer LEDs than the previous generation, and he's continuing to accelerate that. And on the right here, Klaus from Germany and his power electronics liquid cooling. He very much is a big fan of our meshing, and he sees that it deals with all his very complex geometries almost instantly.